Day 126. Backtesting until I'm profitable. And let's get started. So today wasn't a power outage, but I went to the gym. After the gym, I went to the pool, and I ended up being a bit late to get home. Did the trade review, went for supper. So I had to do this session a bit late, so my brother's asleep. I had to first let him sleep. He's so young, he can't reach these hours still awake. So yeah, let's do some backtesting 2021 ICT futures model. Learn how to trade the time price. So I'd like to go to the 4 hour. Okay, so how's it looking like? Well, looks like we've got an update. So we're currently rejecting this daily gap here, and we have a very good low here. We're on Tuesday, so it's expansion day. Now we have this low here. How is this looking like from these ones? Yeah, it's also took them out, so it's not an SMT. Thank God. Now I would like to see price expand from this fair value gap, drop lower, take out this low, maybe potentially those ones there, then get to continue high. So we have this change in the state, might trace from it or this gap inside here. So on the daily, this is how it's looking like. So if the daily happens to surprise us, then well and good. Now here you can see that within 1 hour we just have a small high run over the low here as well. And we're currently in this nice fair value gap. And well, I'd like to see maybe these highs here or these ones get taken out before drop, because obviously I'm waiting for price to go lower, so it has to first go higher for us to see the drop. Okay, nice, we take out those highs. I'd like to see how yes is looking like. So yes is pretty much doing the same thing. Now going up on the 15, you can see we're obviously rejecting this one here, and we have a nice change in the state of delivery here. Look at the remaining, how's it looking like? Look at this change in the state, man. Now down to 5, also have a change in the state there. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what setup gets presented. Sometimes trading early can be like, can kill you, bro. Can kill you, so gotta stay cautious and first wait, because that's what happened to me today. Okay, so we're pushing high, might take out London highs. There's one there. Did ES take them out though? No, so I can just sell it just because we took out that high. It would be kind of not from the plan that I had. I'd like to wait a little bit more and see. So we actually end up dumping. You can see we don't wait till London highs, we just take out this one and this one and this one, don't reach there, and after that you can see we drop, create an inversion. We have a change in the state right here, close below this retest of the gap, and then the drop is absolutely nice. But the 5 minute, there's not much except if you get a retracement into that still and end up burning these highs. Price consolidates somehow. They are pretty confident it's going to draw to these lows there. Oh, very nice. Look at this. Take out this low from the morning. I don't know if the full daily range will expand there. Let's wait and see. So you can see we end up taking out the low. The bias was quite on point. The thing that I was wrong on was for this high to get taken out, so I think that's what my strategy I would like to wait for. So I could glad I didn't enter on this one, even though we had an SMT, but I don't consider this a loss. Well, we had an SMT from this high here. If there is one on ES from here to here. ES was showing signs of weakness. Maybe ES would have offered a better opportunity, I don't know. Let's see. 5-minute drops. Showing it stayed around here. Retraces and dumps. So this is literally the morning session. I don't want to trade anything above here. Except if I will see how price is moving, but I won't do literally anything in this session. Now, how's the 5? Okay, this is how it's looking. 15. We've just taken out an important low, which is this one. So we'd obviously get some kind of retracement. Now let's see. On the 4H, you can see that do we have an SMT? Let me check. Yikes, no, there's none. No, except from this one. Slow here. Yeah, I'd like to see if we get a rebalance then somewhere there. One can find a trade. So here we create a fair value gap, push above. We're pushing above kind of another block. This move here. Let's see if now the time frame offers different alternative. So 4-minute closes above here. Retracement. 2-minute. Well, 2-minute offers opportunity here. Actually, 2-minute was sleek. Look at this. Nice retracement. So I didn't see that beforehand. Now I'd like to see price reject this gap, potentially head to this one. Let's see. 2-minute. Well, 1. So price is fractal. What it did on the higher time frame can repeat on the lower time frame. That's why you can't just enter blindly and wait for price to do something. So I would like to see a change in state somewhere around here, maybe from to enter. But we're still in line, so let's wait a bit. I'm still looking for price to go higher though, so I can actually take this trade inside here. So we get another tracement to the change in state. Still the 2-minute we're here. Okay, now it's the afternoon session. Let's place a small buy. I think it will be stuff somewhere in here. Small 1-to-1. I would honestly like the stock to be even more lower, because we had a huge era of consolidation. Risk half. Did I didn't fix the camera. Funny. Now this is here. Save this. Now let's see what happens. We kind of get a W here and reject that change in the state. So it ends up with a stop out. And the moment it stops us out, it shows another opportunity. But yeah, let's wait for another with potential liquidity sweep. I don't know. So if my entry had been here, my stop would have been somewhere around here. How's the 4 minute? Yikes. So if you enter on the 4 minute with your stop around here, and you tell it here, would you get filled? Well, I don't know. Let's wait and see. Yo. Who had Nasdaq? So the next day, get back to daily to frame the bias. Okie dokie. So first we form the gap, thinking price is going to drop. Well, might be into this order block or this fair value gap here. All the order blocks here. And the fair value gap is here. But I'm waiting for the fair value gap more. So order block, I'm really sorry. Don't have anything that I'd like to see here except for break of structure, make structure. Well, 1 hour is looking also messy, but our previous day PM session highs as liquidity here. We have this good fair value gap, so if we push higher, I'd like to see maybe a refund of that one. And the London highs, Asia lows. No, don't have anything. What else? Well, nothing else here was choppy except for this nice gap here that we're respecting. So yeah. If we push higher, I'd like to see that gap get filled. And if we don't, we will be obviously holding that gap from yesterday. Boom. Market opens up and explodes higher. Whoa. These first minutes of the open are really aggressive though. They're really aggressive. So I don't know. We're tracing to this change in the state here. This order block. These up close candles. Last two up close candles. So you can see here, create another internal, change the state. But yeah, I would like to wait for something more clear. Pre-market kills on high. Boom, gets tagged out as well. In the 3 minute we might have an entry. Same thing on the 1 minute, but now are we in a PY yet here? Well, we have a nice run on the highs. nice run on the highs. I don't know if this is enough. Whoa. Where? From here to here. It's not an SMT. Thank God. Now, whoa, look at this SMT. So obviously this. I was expecting this gap here. Well, ES reached into it. Down to 5. No entry on ES. Let's see if we get a retracement to the change in state. Okie dokie. Here I'll be selling. Stuff above there. Target the low. Risk 1%. Whatever happens, mate. It's crazy how our graph has a really big drop after all the losses we've endured so far. What time is it? 10:09. Okie dokie. What? It's a crazy session for real. It's my confidence has been shattered to pieces, man. Honestly, this morning session was shit. Look at this. Let's touch the gap. We end up putting in another something. No, equity covers screwed up. But this is more data, so can't hate on it. One rate is dropping day by day. Consecutive losses. Here is looking like shit. So what can we see from the daily? First off, we take out this low here. It's a daily low. And then reversed. Okay, you can see the games you're trying to play. this gap here. We've grown into it. Well, we touched it, but I'm thinking might as well just drop lower. I was looking for lower prices, but when you look on the weekly, you can see we tapped into the weekly gap, so this obviously invalidates what I was waiting for in the daily. It's still here. I'm pushing higher. We have this sort of block. Have a nice change in the state of the over here. One inch is looking nice. We're in this gap. Yeah. Some relatively close from Asia lows and those are just pre-market lows. Step it will be the relatively highs from London. So I'd like to see a move lower before we go high. Okay, take out the low. Okay, another extra move lower. Okay, how's the time on that? Wow, 15, still looking okay. 2 minute. Create a change in the state here. Well, I selected the terminal because it has this nice fair value gap. 1 minute. Well, first change in the state is here, but it doesn't get a retest, so 2 minute will be better. Let's go very slowly to see if we test the gap. So we test it aggressively. If we're gonna reject there, and we reject. So here, let's place in some buys. Target these highs there. Stop will be at the low here. Let's risk 1%. Believe my eyes, man. So that means my stop has to be all the way here. And my target, let's say my target, I put it there. Then let's see, do we reach there at least? This is how much? 23 points stop loss. Obviously at the level that I was looking for. Okay, my stops should be at the low. Don't be greedy, because this kind of moves can screw you up. I was like good on the analysis, but then he screwed it up later. So as ICT was saying, this thing happens every single day, man. Every single day. Okie dokie. Yo, what just happened here? Yikes. Let's check it on the daily. So looks like the weekly is gonna be screwed up. It's gonna be so here we had this daily fair value gap, and you can see how we rejected it very aggressively. Now on 1H, well, let's start with the 4H though. footage here has a PR, huge gap here. Next one each. Let's see price expand into here, take out these highs, then drop lower. I'm not looking for much. This is relatively close. I'm learning about execution, how to execute like a pro, because I consider sometimes my bias is right, then I end up executing like dumb stuff. Now let us see the drop. The drop, you are up. Come for your performance. Why are you so slow, drop? Why are you so slow? Okay, so we're now in the gap. Another push to reject. Well. You don't want to reject. Okay, what's this? Yesterday PM session starts there. Let's see what is to happen. Well, 5 minutes. Cut this gap. Will be the furthest that we will rebalance this whole move. 4, 3, 2. 2 minutes, my good. 2 minutes is looking good. 1 minute. Changing state is here. Close below. We get the retracement, and well, this is what I'm saying. So I wasn't drawing, so I might think that I'm getting it from somewhere else. So change the state of delivery, and I think it's there in the 2 minute. Let's see if the 2 minute creates it. Tracement. Nice move. So here, I don't necessarily like to sell it. Stop there, and my target will be these lows and lower. It's shaking VS though. You can just enter just like that. But yeah, I'm not really positive about this entry. Most of it, because look at these green candles. So just wait and see. You can see it is up as a stop out. You can just enter just like that. So not wait for the day, and I think Friday will be done just like that. Let's go to the next day. Again, repeat the same thing. So the price is consolidating. This 4 consecutive days of nothing. So it's a new day, it's Monday, new week. Well, it's the weekly time frame that we're rejecting this nice periodic gap, so I'd like to find some confluences to go higher. Don't have a strong sweep, so it will be kind of hard. Another periodic gap here on Q 4 hour. Okay, we've taken out Asia lows. Have nice change in the state of delivery. Now, we also have another change in the state right here, the 15. Who can tell us that we're not bullish? So how are we gonna find an entry? The market doesn't want to drop to create one for us. Okay, baby, this is what I was waiting for. 15-minute drops into this fair value gap here. So first look at this corner here, close above it, these sharp retracements. And I'd also like to see something I'd like to enter here. That's the closest that we can enter. Close above. Do we get a retracement? Come on, NQ. Don't be a bum. Let's do here. Then we can enter and target. Hi there. We had news today. Really good stuff. So 1 minute misses out on the good stuff. 2 minutes. Well, 2 minutes you have to wait for here with the entry, but it misses out as well. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, same thing. 5. Well, the 5 are still waiting for the Messiah. So that was all for that day, and we ended up losing way too much today as well. You can see our win rate is pretty screwed, and daily you have 34% win rate, so yeah, should happen. So I think that will be all for today's backtesting session. We'll continue tomorrow. Stay blessed, fam, and